Let's go. Shout out to Steve Walker, producer of that track, and we wrote that together. What's up, ATL? I see you guys down there. Listen, if there's nothing else you can say, I made it. I'm here. It's Thursday, and this is The Groove. I'm still here. You guys, let's get this rocking with this first performance. One of my favorites, I'm Still Here, by yours truly.
Ha! Ho, ho, ho! Hey! Come on, everybody. Listen. I heard the preacher say the other day, the only way to go to is through. Ha! Come on. Well, it was all a test, now I'm stronger. I can really face tomorrow. Oh, I'm still here. Oh, you're here to testify for all the pain and tears that you made us. Even though your loved ones have gone away, I know his love will never fade away. Hi, come on, hands up. Oh, I'm still here. Let's go. I'm still here. Oh, I'm still here. I'm still here. Ooh, so glad I made it through. Now I'm here to tell my story about my yesterday. Ha. So glad I made it through. Now I'm here to tell my story. Hi, come on, ho, hey. When I was young, I went through what no child should ever see. But I'm still here, and this is why I gotta say, my life was threatened, molestation trying to take me out. Told I would regret it if I ever opened my mouth. For years and years, I hid the tears. Wet from pain, from hurt, from shame. I asked the Lord to tell me why it had to be this way. Perhaps to help somebody say, come on, let me hear you. Perhaps to help somebody say, hey, if you alive, you can say, I'm still here. By the grace of God, y'all. Hey, come on, sing it. I'm still here. Come on. I'm still here. Hey, if you alive, you can say, I'm still here. By the grace of God, y'all. Come on, hey, I'm still here. Come on, let's make a joyful noise in this place. Hey, you can't touch me, all I got you. Come on, you can't touch me, all I got you. No weapon formed against me will prosper. Come on. Hey, say everybody say I'm still here. Come on, say I'm still here. Repeat it, say I'm still here. One more time, I'm still here. Hands in the air. Hey, come on. Hey, rejoice, say, hey, you can't hold me up. I'm still here. Make some noise. To God be the glory.
Yes. If you alive, you can say, I'm still here. Man, it was great writing that song. I'm telling you, it's like, such a celebration of this moment. Sometimes, things can really, discourage you. Sometimes you've been striving to get to that goal, to reach that dream for so long, and you're so focused on the future that we forget about the now, right? But guess what? Despite that, despite how long the journey, despite the things that we had to get through just to get to this place, we can still say, I'm still here. Yes, you guys are going to be happy to know that you're going to hear a little bit more of that song in the coming weeks and many others, because I said I had a big announcement for you, and I do. So you guys hang in there. At the end of today, I'm going to share with you the big news, if you haven't already heard, but some really, really cool stuff is coming up. We have a special guest today on the Groove. Shout out to Facebook. I see you guys. Shout out to YouTube and Twitter. What's up? What's up? You guys know what to do. Subscribe, follow, and share. We're going to share the love today because we have a special guest, Miss Bri Blvck, hip-hop violinist. She hails out of originally North Carolina. What up, North Cali? And that's right, but she's a Jersey girl now. And we had the pleasure of having Bri Blvck perform for the Love and Unity Fest last year. And y'all know it's coming. You know it's coming. The Love and Unity Fest, you know it's coming. May 21st. Mark your calendars. Bring your lawn chairs. Come on out. We're going to have a great time. And Bri Blvck is one of the artists that ripped the stage last year, just totally tore it down. And you guys are going to see just a little bit of what she did, and we're going to get a chance to talk to this special artist. You guys check it out, hip-hop violinist Bri Blvck. Yes, that was Bri Blvck, just killing it on stage at the Love and Unity Fest last year. And we are so happy to have this special artist with us today. You guys welcome Bri Blvck. Bri.
Hi.
You
Hey,
absolutely killed that, man. Drake would love to hear that.
that was such an amazing performance and such a just good day. The sun was shining, I was feeling good, and people were just really vibing with it. So just that great energy allowed me to have that great performance as well. So thank you for having me.
Oh no, we appreciate that. We loved you at the Love and Unity Fest, and I see that you like to feed off the energy of the crowd in your performances.
Yes.
Right. So how important is that, for artists to have a great show?
I think it's the number one most important thing with performing is connecting to the audience, because it's really about how you make people feel. And I think people love to watch someone being vulnerable. It inspires people, it moves them to have these emotions. So you establish just this beautiful connection with the crowd members. It's such a magical moment, and it's important to really get in there and be vulnerable, because that's what people really want to see. Just put your heart into what you're doing, because you're doing it because you love it. So just put that love in there and it automatically connects.
And we could see that, I mean, everyone was coming up to me. Everyone was coming up to me saying, who is that? Who is that? She was great, and I really feel like it was exactly what you said. You could just see that you loved what you were doing.
Yes. And it's a journey to get to that place, to be able to fully express yourself on the stage, because it's not it's not easy to just get up there and put it all out there. I know it wasn't for me, so it took some time to get here, but once you get to that point, it's super fulfilling, because you feel like solid as an artist and a performer, because just, having that connection and that control of the stage.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Bri Blvck, you guys. Bri Blvck, she is with us tonight. We're going to have a little bit more of Bri in a moment. I just want to make sure that we shout out everybody that's watching. Shout out to Minister Patricia Williams, who's watching on YouTube. What's up, everybody on YouTube? What's up, everybody out there on Facebook? We see you as well. So happy that you guys are here. And Bri, she just rips it. And, I can't wait to bring her right on back. Shout out to VA. I know you guys are watching down there. North Carolina, what's up down there as well? We're going to just talk about that connection, so I want you guys to stay connected. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you click that subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, follow, friend, and start a watch party or share the link as well. You guys, thank you for coming out. I know it's been a crazy week, and so glad to ride this groove, this journey that we do together to find our passion in life. Together, we ride this groove. So listen, the groove is where that sweet spot is. It's where the music and everything makes sense. And we're all working together to find our groove, ride that groove, and share it and help other people find it as well. So if you're enjoying Bri Blvck, we're going to bring her back right now with my interview with Bri. And you guys, I hope you're enjoying it. Hit me up on the chat. We are live. I will definitely get back to you as well. And let's go. This is Bri Blvck, and we're talking about how she got to where she is. You'll see right here. So then the big question is, did you, as a kid, did you choose the violin, or did the violin choose you?
The violin definitely chose me. So my family is musical. Everybody plays an instrument. So I'm a kid. I'm just like, well, it's my turn to now select my instrument that I'll play. So I chose clarinet. And I saw it was like a school assembly or something, and this lady came. She had a clarinet, and she played "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
Wow.
And I had the lip quiver, like it was so cool. I'm like, I want to play that. I want to do that. So I ended up signing up for band, and my school accidentally put me in orchestra, and I just didn't feel like changing my schedule in the office. I didn't feel like doing it.
Right. Shout out to the Bursar.
Right. Yes. So it was a complete accident, but everything happens for a reason. There are no accidents. So
Exactly. And so the violin chose you.
absolutely.
Okay, all right. So as a kid, yeah, I see you said that your entire family's musical, but so who were your musical superheroes?
I loved Whitney Houston. I'm telling my age, but I have the cassette tape on deck, loaded up, finding that joint.
Wow.
Okay, so Whitney
Look,
Houston.
we got a few around here too.
Yes, absolutely. Who else? India Ari. She is like one of the people who just really taught me how to be a good person. Just her lyrics in general and her melodies. I love her. Who else? Surprisingly, I used to love John Mayer when I was younger. I would always listen to Room for Squares. That album was just the greatest for me. Who else? Definitely Whitney, India. My mom listened to a lot of Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu, so I think that's pretty obvious. And the music that I create, so I definitely grew up around that neo soul and then a lot of gospel because my family was the church band, so we were all the musicians.
Got you.
So, yes, a lot of gospel, a lot of neo soul.
Nice. So I mean, you have like such a cross, reference and genre of musical superheroes, from John Mayer to India Ari to Whitney, and then your family and being, the gospel praise and worship team.
Yes.
I mean, that's a lot of influence. But then you also studied, for like 13 years, right?
17.
Woo! 17, even better.
Yes.
So
17 years. I started in middle school, and I went to an art school for high school and college for music education.
Oh, wonderful. So these days we're seeing the almost the eradication of music programs or music as a priority in our schools.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But so what do you think you take from your discipline of study as a student in music that you can apply to your life today, that you still even use?
I would say one thing I've learned, and it's very specific to violin, there's no frets on it, so you have to be very accurate and very precise. You can't be 1 centimeter to the left or to the right, or it's wrong. So one thing violin taught me is it's either wrong or it's right. Like when you are producing something or making it's good, or it's a very gray line for me, or not a gray line. Let me say that. It's very black and white as far as just creating and being a perfectionist, which is a good thing, but it also has its weaknesses. Being a perfectionist, can hold you back in some ways, but it has definitely helped me to play violin because you have to be a perfectionist to do it. So that's one thing that I've learned, is really my perfectionism and just being accurate and being on point. Let's say that.
Absolutely. I want to interject because, I feel like so many of us as musicians and artists, we need, Musicians Anonymous for perfectionism. Yes. And when I just roll up and be like, my name is Carl and I'm a perfectionist, Yes. Because it is such, music does teach us that, and yet it can be a blessing and a burden to bear.
Yes, absolutely. I heard a saying the other day. It said perfectionism is the cousin of procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So just that wanting to be perfect all the time will have you like, oh, let me wait, let me keep, let me, So that part of it, not the best. But the part where I make great, great things, kind of good.
Absolutely. I'll take that. And I'm telling you, so many people are gonna hear you say that and relate to it, because it can stop you right in your tracks, because if it ain't right, we ain't going forward.
Right, it's wrong.
Right.
It ain't
But
right.
we have to understand that some things evolve in time.
Exactly.
And yeah, so I'm not even going to tread on that, because you already put the period at the end of the sentence. And with that, so you studied music for 17 years. You took away from it at least the understanding that precision is really important. But then you found that your classical studies, I guess in a sense, wasn't totally doing it for you.
Yes.
I
love classical music. So let me just start with saying that. Definitely love it. It taught me the fundamentals of my instrument, and I still practice it. Like I practice classical music every day, so love it and it's great. But I think around like high school, I kind of started wanting to switch it up. That's when YouTube was, becoming a thing. So all the videos and stuff. And I saw a guy, D Sharp, the violinist, and he was just playing like pop songs and stuff. I'm like, this is so cool. Dope. I love this. So yeah, that's how I changed over.
So around high school is when you figured out that just doing classical music may not have been the groove, quote unquote, for you.
Yes, and because I went to an art school as well, there were opportunities to improvise, which when I would hang out with the band kids, they were like, yeah, let's just play some music. And I was afraid. I'm like, wait, with no sheet music? What are you You guys are crazy. Well, that was like a foreign concept. I didn't know what that was. So introduction to improv in high school and seeing those YouTube videos are what propelled me into a different direction.
Okay, got it. And I was going to ask you, was it a little frightening or scary to, decide that, hey, you know what, I'm going to change direction, I'm going to change course? Was it a little bit of intimidation there?
I will say I didn't see it as a change of course. I just saw it as me adding to my my arsenal of what I can do. So it wasn't really scary when I thought about it like that. Like, oh, I'm just learning something new. It was horrible because it sounded terrible. So that part of it was like, it was very hard to keep being encouraged, because improv at the beginning, when I first started, it was like, it was so hard that it made my stomach hurt. I'm just like, I can't do this, but eventually the more I did it, now I'm great. So,
And did your classical training now, does it feed into your ability to improv more fluently?
It definitely influences the melodies I choose. So I feel like when I play, it's like a mix of jazz, hip hop, and classical music. Like, because it's not really jazz the way that I play, but it's not classical. And,
right.
So it's like, it's just a mixture of like everything my ears have heard.
It's Bri.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And speaking of that, so I have, this great performance that you did that I'm so excited to share. I believe this is your track, Everything.
Oh, yes.
And it's live. So you guys get to hear it all right now, right here on The Groove. You guys, this is Bri Blvck with Everything.
First lady, baby, you're my everything. Baby, you're my everything. Roll one up, now we vibing, vibing. Making universes and clouds exciting. Yes, we are gods, right now it's just disguising. Funny and exciting, got shit on how we riding. In God you trust, but the laws we don't abide in. But the system is what we have decided. Young rebellious souls just lost and misguided. Higher love got me feeling so enlightened. You make it so damn easy, baby. Cause you're my everything. Cause you're my everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So easy how you love me, baby. So crazy how you love me, baby. Sometimes I think you came and saved my life. The love we make is so amazing. Baby, you're my everything. Baby, you're my everything. Roll one up, now we vibing, vibing. With those we are, no denying, denying. Fussing, fighting, arguing and crying, crying. It's all part of love, there's no hiding, hiding. I see your soul, you see my soul. Can't nobody stop that, not one of these hoes. I see your mind, you see my mind. Can't nobody stop that, not one of these guys. Let me hear y'all sing this part right here. All you gotta say is everything. Cause you're mine, and you're mine, and I'm yours, and I'm yours. You won't make it so damn easy. And you're mine, and you're mine, you're mine.
Awesome. That was awesome. I hear all the influences that you mentioned all in there.
Yes, that's one of my favorite songs. That's actually the first song I wrote when I decided to be an artist. I just went on YouTube and I'm like, well, let me, just find a beat or whatever, or write some lyrics to see how to do this. And it was just like, it's still my most precious song to me because it was like my most authentic self. So, yes.
Yeah, I was going to mention that the lyrics sound like they were true life inspired.
Yes. Yeah,
So,
a lot of the things I write about are either things I'm going through or friends, or even a TV show can inspire, a relationship between two people in a TV show can inspire, lyrics. So.
okay, so you write from your life experiences. Is that what your process is like?
Yes, I would say mine and others, because not everything is about me, but most of it, yeah.
And you know what else I enjoyed there? I loved how you connect with the audience and you brought them into the song. And I know we talked a little bit about the importance of the audience, but like, what tips would you have, or something that helps you that you think other artists might be able to also use to do that effectively?
I would say, because I've always had anxiety, it hasn't always been easy to perform for me. So I would say, before you get on stage, centering yourself, meditating or breathing, taking time to ground yourself in the space, knowing that the space is yours and that you're safe. That's one thing. I will also say, I see a couple artists that do this, and I think it's so cool. But people will make the stage their home and bring like a rug or a table or things that are special to them to make them feel more comfortable. But I think the overall goal is to feel as comfortable as you can on the stage, and to be okay with being yourself, love yourself and be okay being that person. And that radiates beyond, you know, any stage presence, you know, dances or whatever else it is. Just get up there and be yourself, and it's okay. You know, it's okay. So
Nice.
those are my tips.
Nice. Nice. We'll take those. We'll take those. Yeah. Definitely we'll take those. Listen, I see you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight on The Groove. That's our special guest, Bri Blvck, and she's coming back for another segment. She's got another performance she's going to give us, but I had to sort of take a pause right there real quick to shout out you guys that's watching on Facebook. I see you out there, Murray. I see the comments, man. And I'm so glad that I'm still here as, you know, blessed you. And I see you, Minister Williams, is hanging out with us tonight on The Groove. And the wonderful comments that are coming in. I thank you guys. Listen, this is our first night at a new time slot. We're at 8 p.m. We're going to keep this time slot for the month of April. And so you guys, you know what you got to do. You got to share this post. You got to, you know, start your watch parties on Facebook. And you know what else I wanted to ask you guys? You know, there's so much going on right now in the world, you know, and it sort of kind of gets us to wondering about where is the love, you know? Bri joined us last year for the Love and Unity Fest. If you guys don't know, which there's no way all the groovy people don't know, but I'm just going to say it one more time. The Love and Unity Fest is coming, guys, May 21st. Make sure you are there in West Orange, New Jersey, from 12 till 7 p.m. It's a free outdoor event that I began years ago to bring the community together, inspiring unity and love through music. It's a great event. If you haven't been, this is our 7th year. This is the year to come. There's going to be vendors, great performances, rock, pop, hip hop, opera, jazz. We have some awesome performers coming up. We have the great Kenny Bobian's going to be in the house. We have Nat Adderley Jr. Did I let the cat out the bag? Lynette, I guess I did. Well, Nat Adderley Jr. is going to be performing with the incomparable Lynette Sheard. Yours truly will be performing as well, and so many others. You guys got to keep it locked here, as our host April LA will say. She's going to be hosting along with Adam Chandler of Bad to the Dad. You do not want to miss this year's Love and Unity Fest on the 21st of May. But kicking it off on the 7th will be our Love and Unity Scholarship Bike Ride. Yes, the Scholarship Bike Ride is coming on May 7th. So you guys, if you don't know, where am I? Oh, here I am. Hey. The Scholarship Bike Ride is coming on May 7th, guys. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Go to musicvillage.live for details. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that right now. I'm back. All right, more with Bri Blvck. Amazing musician. She gave us some good tips. I hope you guys caught that. You know, center yourself, be you. Those things are so important to artists, and not only to artists, but to everything that we do in life. Whatever you're going for, whatever your groove is, those are some great tips that are transferable. Then we can groove in all parts of our lives together. All right, guys, we're going to keep it moving. I hope you're enjoying this. Make sure you tell somebody. Bri Blvck is on her way back right now. This is yours truly, Carl Brister, and you are watching The Groove. And, you know, I also was checking out, you know, your bio. And you said that your music is like a different dynamic between lovers.
Yes.
right? And I know, I think prior to that I was talking about harmony and bass lines, and so I wanted to know what do you mean by that?
Well, when I say that, I mean a lot of the content of the writing is about love. I love writing love songs. I feel I'm like Lauryn Hill or somebody who constantly explores, the dynamic between two lovers and just like the struggles, what you go through, the ups and the downs, the good times, the bad times, the sexy times. I talk a lot about love a lot in my music. So that's just relationships. That's what it means.
Okay, got it. Yeah, man. I mean, really, really was feeling that. And for those who don't know, there's also a full music video for that as well.
Yes.
Yes, it's a really well shot. It feels so organic. You guys gotta check her out. You gotta look that up. But really cool. How do you choose your video directors?
That's a hard question because I always have a hard time doing so. It's never easy for me. But I will say my favorite director that I worked with, her name is Hanin, and she's located in Charlotte, North Carolina, but she shot a video for it's a song I have called Running, and that video is like my favorite video of all time. But I've got introduced to her through some friends, and she just has that eye. When you see somebody who is able to capture concepts or just like the way they would place things, it's like, oh, you have the eye. You got what I need.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
hard to find the eye.
Yes.
It's rare. So it's difficult. Honestly, I can't give you any advice there.
Well, it sounds like you whoever it is, they got to have the same eye as you for that project.
Yes.
And if they don't have it, they got to at least be able to see what your eye sees.
See the vision. Yes, that's very important for me too. And just working with people who are insanely creative to add to me is really important.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, you guys, we're going to be back with Bri in a moment. She's just dropping a whole lot of knowledge, and you guys, if you're not sharing, you got to share this link. If you're on YouTube, chat, send in some questions, and Facebook as well. And also check it out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube right here, the Carl Brister Official, for more of the groove, as well as follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And I'm also, of course, on Instagram at Carl Brister Official. And we are going to be coming with the rebroadcast real soon to Instagram. Now, I told you guys I had a surprise for you. I told you I had some news for you. And Bri sort of kind of led us to that. And we're going to be right back with Bri. But for sure, yours truly just shot a music video for my next single, which is coming out. It's coming up in April. So listen, at the end of this program, I'm going to give you all the details. So stay tuned. But yes, so excited about that. And as well, we're excited about the upcoming events from Music Village, which you guys know is the nonprofit that I founded. And on May 7th, we have a brand new event, our first annual scholarship bike ride. Yes, that's right. Spring is here. Dust off those two wheels. We're gonna make this happen. Families and friends, come out to the Love and Unity Scholarship Bike Ride. And this event is going to help our youth, our young musicians and artists with help getting instruments, private lessons, and tuition assistance in college for those who are pursuing music. And hey, my heart about this is when the community supports the artist will support the community. We need our artists to keep making great music that speaks to the times and keep coming back and inspiring the next generation. And they can only do that if they can grow in their studies and skills. And so let's help them, help us, help them, help us. And of course, the bike ride will also support, drum roll, the Love and Unity Music Fest. Yes, and that is in its 7th year, our 7th annual Love and Unity Music Fest. And this will happen on May 21st, as you guys can see, from 12 to 6. It's free. All you got to do is bring your lawn chairs, bring your blankets, camp out. You're going to see and hear some great performances. We're going to share with you the whole roster. Bri performed last year. It's going to be a blast. I will be performing this year. And you guys already know Soul House, Gospel House King, Kenny Bobian will be performing. So you don't want to miss that. And you know, this event started from a very special place for me years ago. And I just want to share just a little bit of how it got started with you guys. And then we will be right back with our special guest, Bri Blvck.
Come on, let's clap for real love. Clap for real love. Clap for real love. These are my 2 reasons why I began this. These are my champions. These are my champions, guys. Jordan and Justin. 2 years ago, there was an increasing uprising of violence against people of color, violence against alternate lifestyles, and the political discourse has gotten increasingly harsh. Would you agree? Would you agree? And when I looked at the situation, I said, what's missing is love. What's missing is love. And so I began this festival in West Orange to bring everyone together without, it's not about political agendas or black and white or Democrat or Republican or straight or gay, or it's not about any of that. It's about love. And can we just have one day where we just come together and love? And that's what today is about. And if you're enjoying yourself, can you just applaud for you coming out for love today? We've got to make this world better.
Hey, Bri. That was a special moment from the Love and Unity Fest. And
yes, that was so beautiful. Wow.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. We really were so honored to have you last year. What was your, I guess, total takeaway from the Love and Unity Fest last year?
I would say, and it sounds so simple, but just love and unity, just seeing people gather together, families of every color, it was so diverse and just such a beautiful environment. So my takeaway from it was just to continue to spread love in what I do and who I am every day.
For sure. What a beautiful sentiment. Thank you, guys. I see you also on Facebook, and I see you guys on YouTube. Thank you, guys. We're going to have one final word from Bri, but I just want to, again, let you know, it's not a fluke. The groove is a little bit later tonight. We started at 8 o'clock. This is going to be our new time for the month of April. So you guys keep it connected to YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, I've said it a few times tonight. That's where you'll know, and you'll get all the links, and you'll get all the updates. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I'll be letting you know. And also check out my website, Carl Brister com. I'm having trouble saying my own name tonight. But listen, I'm so thankful for you guys for watching. And Bri is such an awesome guest. I had to ask her, just, some words about her style. I don't know if y'all feeling her uniqueness, but she's got so much style, and we had to really get into all that. Shout out to you guys on Facebook. Thank you for your comments. Hey, Lynette, what's up? I see you. Shout out to John. I see you as well. Thank you, man, for checking us out tonight. We're going to have a blast, you guys, tonight. Thank you so much. This is The Groove. I am Carl Brister, your host, and we are coming right back with Bri Blvck. Awesome. And, we just saw your performance of Everything live. And, one of the things that I find so intriguing and engaging is your look. So it's So I mean, it's not just about your artistry, your musical artistry, which is, impeccable, but you always maintain a very unique look. So can you talk to us about what goes into that and why it's important?
So for me, I've just always dressed very avant-garde, I will say. In middle school, I had my fades with like mohawk. I was like a rock star. We all have our phases and things. So I've always used fashion as a way to express myself. So when people ask me, like, how do I come up with the ideas or anything like that, I'm like, I just wake up, I determine how I'm feeling, and then I put on colorful clothes or all black. Like, that's that's really my go-to. Like today, I'm feeling great, ready to have a conversation,
Very nice. Very nice.
So yes, it's just always been something I use to express myself, and it definitely has increased my brand and given it more, a little zhuzh to the Bri Blvck appearance. But yes, no, it's just something I've always done. I've always, been creative with the clothes.
Yeah, I mean, your branding is on point, from your website, and I mean, not just your look and your music, but also your name.
Oh, thank you. Well,
your name. Can you tell us just a little bit about the spelling there and
Yes, so it's Bri Blvck, and it's spelled with a V instead of an A. So, very creative. Nothing can really be simple for us creatives. We got to add a little extra. So the V is just an upside down A. So it's Bri Blvck.
Okay.
Got the little peace sign on there.
There you go. In case you thought it was a typo.
Yes, no.
It was intentional.
Yes, it's so hard for people to spell sometimes. I'm like, oh, sorry, makes it more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes with violin at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
So I love it. I love it. You'll never forget that spelling. You'll never forget, when we see you on stage and the way you present yourself, and when we see your website, that's what it's all about,
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. And, with this whole lifestyle of artists, it can be a little challenging.
Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm.
A little challenging. So, like, what drives you? What do you use as, your strength and motivation to get through those tough times?
So I would say my biggest motivation is my mom. So my mom, she's a nurse, and she always told me when I was younger, like, oh, I just wish I would have pursued my music career. I could have been the next Janet Jackson. She always says that to me, and she's going to kill me when she sees this, but it's okay. But yeah, she always told me that. So I never want to live with regrets and feeling like, I didn't at least try and, do what I love, because honestly, I really feel like I don't have a choice. I feel so like I can't live without music or doing what fulfills me. Me trying to work at a job and just, do music on the side, I get super depressed. I can't really survive in that way. So for me, it's like I don't really have a choice. So I gotta just make it work with, how I want to be happy.
Yeah.
I want to be happy. So it might take a little struggle here and there, but at least my overall happiness is intact, and I'm not going somewhere where I'm depressed and sad to be there every day. You only get one life, so you gotta take advantage of these days. They are numbered. So I can't do the job. I just can't do
it. Wow.
Yes. So
nice. Right there, I want to put a pin in this. We have a little special performance of yours, and I just want to do just a little bit, because this was my favorite Bri Blvck moment of the fest, and I just need you to talk about this really quickly. Okay,
Here
we go. You were in such a zone.
Yes, I
So
was in the groove.
yes, there we go. MJ, on top of that,
Yes.
what about us?
Mm-hmm.
You got to tell us a little bit about just how that song motivated you, because you was in it.
Well, I chose that song. I had actually never played that song at a show before, but I chose it to speak to the theme of just like, love and unity and us being together. And Michael always talks about like the environment and just, just us coming together to triumph, and make something great, make something of love and of peace. So that's how I chose that song. And I just felt like the moment was so right there. Like the vibes were right. The audience was engaged and full of love and just joy. And so you know how it is when you get in the groove, especially when the audience is there with you and they're feeling it just as much, that makes you do even more. You like, let me put my back in there a little bit now. So
Yes.
that was just strictly off the amazing vibes of the Love and Unity Fest.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, let me tell you, I mean, we loved that you were there, and we love that you're here on the groove. And, before you go, there's so many people that are going to watch this and they see your performances, and they themselves, they have unique gifts and talents, but they might be a little afraid. They just might be afraid to step out and follow their dream or ride their own groove, the thing that really they know they love to do, but they're afraid. And I just want to give you a chance to sort of speak to that person and tell us what you would tell someone that might be a little fearful to follow their dreams.
I would say be true to yourself and don't let fear sabotage your happiness, because fear will definitely, stop you from doing the things. And like I said earlier, we only have one life. And all those days you waste being fearful of, oh, what could happen if I just go ahead and give it a try, appease your soul, and your heart and what you really want to do. Stick in there, hang in there. You're not the only one who struggles with not knowing whether to choose these paths or these lifestyles. We're all in this thing together, and it's not an easy thing to do. So just, give yourself grace and know that it is hard, but focus on being happy. You gotta be happy. Do what makes you happy.
Gotta do what makes you happy.
Yes.
I like that. Just do what makes you happy. Well, listen, we are happy to have you. I'm so glad that we've connected and that you're here on the groove with us. How can people find you and get your music and see what you're doing?
Absolutely. So I post most often on Instagram. I am not really doing great with social media right now. I don't know if you guys have really noticed the change of like how social media has kind of transformed into more like TikTok and Reels and stuff. But Instagram is the best way to follow me, and that's at Bri Blvck, BriBlvck, B like violin. And my website, www.briblvck.com. And I have two songs on Spotify right now. I actually just released a song maybe 5 months ago, could be 6. It's called Paper, and it was produced by Jonathan Evers, my friend. And it's a really amazing song. It has vocals and violin, and it's a high energy, a great song to play during the summertime or the springtime. We got that coming up. So yes, look me up, check me out, connect with me.
Absolutely. You guys, you won't regret it. This is her music, her live appearances are just, the audience, everyone loves it. And Bri, we so thank you for being here on the groove and being with us at the Love and Unity Fest. And we hope that you will continue to stop by and let us know how everything's going.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, everybody. Bri Blvck.
Bye.
So listen, guys, so listen, everybody, check it out. I want to shout out a few more people. I see you guys over there on Facebook. Cheryl Reed, what's up? Thank you for stopping by. I see Jamal down in VA waving. And who else do I see? Oh, Wanell, thank you for stopping by, and John again, thank you as well. I thank you guys. You are the groovy people. Stay groovy. Continue to love one another and enjoy the music. We're gonna rock out with this last selection. You guys, God bless you. God bless you. This is Carl Brister. I hope you enjoyed that interview. There were so many great points that she shared, and she shared that she released a new single just about 5 or 6 months ago. And so here's the big news that I promised you guys. All right. I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tease. All right, no. So the big news is that I will be releasing my next single on April 22nd. April 22nd, my new single is called Trauma. Yes, so you guys know it's definitely a serious work of art, I'd like to say. And it's produced and written by yours truly. And you'll be able to actually pre-order it, if you like, on iTunes on April 8th. The music video was shot by Andre Griffith out of Connecticut. We had a great time. You guys are gonna love the concept. I'll be talking to you more about it. And this song will be everywhere: iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, everywhere where music is streamed on April 22nd. So you guys tell everybody you know. Carl is going to be releasing a new track, and listen, this one is definitely from the heart for sure. And listen, you guys, if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe, follow, and friend me, because I'm going to be sharing some behind the scenes photos from the video shoot and from the recordings, and we're going to be talking a lot about this new single called Trauma, which will be released on April 22nd. Hit me up on social and also my website, carlbrister.com. We thank Bri Blvck so much, and I thank you guys too. We're going to rock out with this Carl Brister classic and have a good time. And you guys, continue to follow the groove and ride your passion through life. Take care, and always remember to love one another. You gotta just snap it up, snap it up, snap it up, snap it up. My melody, my melody, my melody, my melody, my melody, the melody. Let's sing that again. My melody, my melody, my melody, my melody, my melody, the melody. Here we go. Just a minute, if I may, take time to contemplate. Oh Lord, I wanna thank you for all you've done for me, and all the music with a new song we sing. So I sat down and tried to write it, I tried to get over it, so this melody's the way that I express the feeling that my words can't describe. You're my melody, it's you. The melody's you, my Lord, my
way back. You guys hear me? Snap it up. One time, come on. Yeah. Well, before I sing another verse, let's see the college first. The name of the shows me the way, like really on to me, and brings me back when I'm a little bit off key. So I sat down and tried to write it. I tried to get away, couldn't find it, so the melodies the way that I for the reason, the rhythm and the rhyme. You're mine, a melody, oh Lord, it's you. The melody's you, just sugar and the line. My melody is you. I thank the Lord for my song. My Can y'all sing that with me? That melody, that melody, that melody, the melody is you. Oh, that melody, that melody, that melody, the melody is you. Oh, Lord, my melody, my melody. Thank you.